first Harry Potter trailer is here.
That's right, everyone. HBO just released their first teaser trailer for the upcoming Harry Potter show. And honestly, I'm pretty scared about it. Now, enough yapping said, let's talk about this show for a bit. So, as you probably all know, the Harry Potter franchise isn't so young. It's been around since 1997, when the first Harry Potter book, named Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, was released. Since then, 6 books were written, 8 movies have been made, additional books have been written, but most of all, money was coming in. It's no secret that the Harry Potter franchise is very profitable. You just have to look at how massive the fandom is. And what do you do when a franchise is doing good numbers? Well, you milk it as much as you can. And Warner Brothers decided to make spin-off movies called Fantastic Beasts. But unfortunately, these movies were not as greatly received as they thought it would be. They realized that the Harry Potter franchise only works if the name Harry Potter is mentioned somewhere. And that brings us to today, because Warner Bros. Decided to reboot the Harry Potter franchise with a new 7th-season TV show, with each of these seasons adapting one book of the saga. Their goal with this new show is to explore areas from the books that the movie saga didn't have time to explore due to their limited runtime. And even before they released the trailer, this project already had its lot of controversies. With J.K. Rowling being an executive producer on the project, I think you can already hear the complaints coming from a mile away. If you didn't know this, which would really surprise me if you didn't at this point, well, she's anti-trans and anti-non-binary people, and since the Harry Potter community is full of LGBTQ+ members, well, I don't think it would shock you if I told you that it created a lot of frustration within the fandom and even outside of it. But hey, as much as I don't respect her opinion surrounding this topic, I think that it's okay that she's part of this show. Does it send a bad message to the world when it comes to accountability? Absolutely. But I don't think that there's anyone out there that understands these characters and these stories more than J.K. Rowling herself. I know I might have shot myself in the foot here by giving my unpopular opinion, as I usually do. But hey, that's just my opinion. Moving on from that, the show also have been criticized for being too much of an early reboot. And honestly, it's kind of true. The movie saga ended in 2011, so 15 years ago. And within that 15 years, the franchise evolved through many projects, like Fantastic Beasts, which was supposed to last 5 films but ended up being abandoned after only 3. Well, that's too bad, I guess. But my personal problem with this situation is that Warner Bros. Just abandoned Fantastic Beasts and decided to take a lazy turn by rebooting the Harry Potter franchise. I think I would honestly have been more fine with this show if Warner Brothers cared enough to conclude the Fantastic Beasts saga instead of leaving it unfinished. And finally, one last controversy surrounding this show that I want to talk about is its supposedly faithful adaptation. Now, when I say supposedly, I mean in the sense that they make it seem like it's faithful. Hey, I haven't read all the book. I'm still on book 1, LMAO. But I think there's some stuff from the books that is universally known by everyone, and that this show decided to change for, yeah, we'll talk about it when we'll get to the topic of the trailer. Oh, are we finally gonna talk about the trailer now? So after torturing myself by watching this trailer over and over again, how do I feel about it? Well, I'm honestly skeptical. So globally, the tone of this trailer is very dramatic and less fun, which is a totally new approach to the story than we had with the first Harry Potter movie starring Daniel Radcliffe, where this movie was more fun and less dramatic. Now, this turn in the tone is something that I, on paper, respect a lot. I really like dramatic stories personally, but my concern in this specific situation is that I feel like it doesn't fit the first Harry Potter story. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I haven't even finished the first book, so my knowledge surrounding this franchise is movie-based. And something that I appreciate from the movies is that the story evolves with the viewers. It becomes darker and darker over the years. And in the first trailer of this new show, the mood feels very dramatic from the start. not. I honestly find the mood for this type of story very weird, but I'm very open to being surprised. Maybe it'll make the stakes of this new show more emotional. Who knows? There's a side of me that's happy that they're not doing exactly the same shit over again and decided to take another direction. But there's also a side of me that feels like the tone is wrong based on my previous experiences with the story. Now, moving on from the tone, there's also the matter of the casting. For me, it's a 50-50, but I base my thoughts solely on the trailer we got. So maybe they'll convince me otherwise when the show will air. Our favorite trio, Harry, Ron, and Hermione, all seem good to me. Harry's actor gives an emotional performance and already makes us attached to his character. Ron looks a bit goofy, but I like it. And Hermione just got that damn smile. Petunia also looks fine. She's pretty intimidating. Professor McGonagall has aura. I'll give her that. And that's it. That's the characters that I'm confident for. Now, who in this casting scares me the most? Hagrid. Nick Frost as Hagrid just does not do it for me. His voice doesn't match his aura, and his face is just so weird to look at. But at least he looks very friendly towards Harry, which I appreciate. And who else is there to talk about? Oh yes, Nate. Now, casting a black actor to play an important, canonly white character is very weird in this context, where Warner Brothers is trying to be book accurate. This matter is one of the most controversial topics of this show that people argued about for a long time now. And where do I stand in this matter? Personally, when the info leaked months ago, I found this choice to be very contradictory. And now that we have an official visual of the character, I am even less convinced about his character. Nothing against the actor. I'm sure that Papa Esidu, if I pronounce his name correctly, is a great actor. But I don't think this role was made for him, and that he was chosen for the diversity aspect of the show. Again, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he'll convince me otherwise. My thoughts are just based on this 1 second clip we got from the trailer. And I also think some of y'all should calm the f down, because this actor does not deserve to receive death threats. Nobody does. Yeah, I think we have the right to be mad about the situation, but no one in this situation deserves to be scared for their life. Not even Papa Essie do. Now, moving on from the casting. The visual honestly look great overall. The sets look very good. The costumes look amazing. The cinematography is great. And even though the lighting and the colorization look technically great, it again gives a darker tone to this show, which is something that scares me a bit. And I also heard a friend of mine say that the environments look empty even with them using wide lens. I don't know what you guys think of this. Let me know in the comments. And finally, the last important matter that I wanted to mention is the absence of magic. One of the key foundations of this franchise. Why is it absent? Well, it's technically not a trailer. It's a teaser. So I think they kept more of the action stuff for the next trailer coming out someday. It was really weird though to see a Harry Potter teaser with no magic. But again, I can't judge something that I haven't seen yet. So we'll have to wait patiently for the next trailer to come out. And now, what is my overall opinion concerning this teaser trailer? Well, I have mixed feelings about it. I respect the dramatic tone, but I don't feel like it fits this story specifically. The visuals look good, but the casting... not that much. It could have been better. And just the project in its entirety makes me skeptical about it because of the reasons that I mentioned earlier. But hey, if there's no new fun stuff to yap about over the year, well, I guess we'll see during Christmas the final results. And then we'll be able to properly judge this project. What did you guys think of this trailer? I want to hear what you guys have to say in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed or hated this video, make sure to leave a like or a dislike. And if you want to support this small channel of mine, please consider subscribing to it. I send you guys all my love and hope to see you in the next one. See y'all!